What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. We're looking at another KBO slate. This one is for Saturday. It's a 4 a.m. Eastern time start, so even earlier than the last couple days. So before we get into it, appreciate it if you would hit the like on the video and subscribe if you have not already. Got to do a little bit of a different approach with this KBO slates. I think some of the problems I've been having is figuring out which team to stack and just sticking with them. So today I put all the pitchers' informations on to this Excel sheet, and once again, Draftkings. Some of these guys earlier today were very different. I think they got most of them correct now, but the ones on mykbo.net or mykbostats.com are always accurate. So getting all the pitchers from there. These are the pitchers. The one that stick out the most is the one on SK Giants, just because he's pretty cheap at 6,700. And he also has the best strikeout rate by far, 76 Ks and 69 innings last year. Decent ERA, and this looks like a very good option tonight. And then I probably will go with one of the 4K pitchers out of that group. I think maybe the one on the Dinos looks the most appealing, just because he did make a good amount of starts last year. The problem is the one on the Eagles didn't make, or the one on the Heroes didn't make any starts last year, but he did start in past years. But just don't know how deep he's going to be able to go. But I think he's still in play if he gets, depending on if you think he can go deeper into some of the games, because the matchup is good. But the one on the Dinos I like. He's young, probably going to get better as years go on. Last year was basically his first year as a starter. Didn't go great, but he had some good starts in there. And it's kind of the one I would look at the most. So the pitchers that I want the most is Kim, just because he's great at getting strikeouts. It's a tough matchup now. I guess I have to say it's a tough matchup against the Lodi Giants, but anytime you get a guy with a above 9K per 9 in this league at a cheap price point, I'm going to be interested. And then go with a 4K pitcher, Kim, lefty against some of these Twins. The Twins haven't been very good offensively this year, so it's another good reason. And the Dino stack looks very appealing tonight, so he should get some run support and good chance to get the win if he's able to go at least 5 innings. So stacks today, if you look at the pitchers that are going at it tonight, definitely loving an SK stack against this Giants pitcher who was awful last year and been awful his past couple years. I think you could look at the Lions a bit. Their offense isn't that great, but they're definitely facing a bad pitcher. And then I'd say that the Tigers look fine. If you want to look at some home run numbers here, some of the ones that give up the most home run per 9, it's definitely the one that's facing SK. And then the one who's facing the Lions also gives up a good amount of home runs. But based on the quality of offense, it is SK. I like them a lot. And then I love the Dinos facing Janju Lim, who almost a 5 ERA last year, also struggles with some home run issues. And this Dinos team is very, very powerful. Just hoping that they can get Altair back in the lineup, because he makes the stack look really nice, just because he has shown some power the first couple games, and he's unfortunately missed the last couple due to his injury. But if he's in there, he definitely looks good as a member of a stack. But I like catcher. With going cheap at pitcher, I'm going to be paying up at catcher. I know that. And that's Yu-Ji Yang, 5,100. He's starting to heat up a little bit. Had a good game last night, and his numbers just jump off the page. Looking at his splits over the past couple years, he's been one of the best hitters in the KBO, and you're definitely going to have the cap to pay up for catcher. Go cheap at pitchers tonight. And also, looks like Fangraphs has some player stats on here now, so that will be nice to kind of see if you're not, everybody doesn't have to use the same site now, so. And Fangraphs does a good job with some of these advanced stats like XFIP and stuff. So if you want to check it out, you can plug in players on Fangraphs and look at their stats. But Yu-Ji Yang, tremendous hitter, tremendous option tonight against a pretty bad pitcher. First base, Jamie Romank, going to be paying up for him as well. Great spot for him. 6,000, still looking for his first home run. But he's had some good games. He has hit a couple doubles recently. The stack tonight is looking like one of the best options of the slate, and you're going to have the ability to pay up for anybody you want if you go cheap at pitcher. There's no expensive pitchers today except for one, but he's not even my favorite because of Kim here at 6,700. At shortstop, the SK is basically filled with two guys with a ton of pop, and that's Young Choi and Jamie Romack. Both are expensive, but Choi at shortstop or third base, you can play him. So pretty easy to get him in there. He's also gone off to a little bit of a slow start, but has flashed some power the last couple games, and they should be able to put up some runs tonight. So feel good about going with Choi at one of those two spots. And then in the outfielder, as an outfielder that I like, one of the Dinos. The Dinos are going to be interesting. Definitely going to have to wake up to make sure who's starting for this team because they are looking like a great stack. The problem is that they have some questionable players: Altair, Park, Mo. So already 3 games, 4 games into the year, you're dealing with a lot of injuries. But Sungbum Na looks like a tremendous play. I like Lee, who's looked good if he's in the starting lineup again. If Altair's in there, he looks good. He's expensive though. And then second baseman, you have another guy that's cheap, Jin Hook No, if you want to go cheap or pay up for Park. But Sungbum Na, I've been playing him a decent amount so far, and he hasn't done much except for the first game, but I expect him to get back on track. He has just very good stuff. A lefty-righty matchup today as well. He's just a good hitter. If you want to pull up his Fangraph stuff from last year and from years past, he's just a very good hitter. Young, has a chance to go into the major leagues as well. So last year he had a 280 ISO. He's been over 200 ISO the last couple years. Strikes out a decent amount, but the numbers speak for themselves. How good of a hitter he is, slugging percentage, everything. So at a cheap price point, once again, he's always been cheap. He's going to be another guy that I have a lot of interest in tonight. And then over on FanDuel here at pitcher, I am going to be going with the pitcher from SK because this is the upside that he has with the strikeout stuff. For my hitters today, same kind of stacks I like on FanDuel. I like SK, I like the Dinos, and I think the Tigers look pretty appealing. And maybe DOO also as the 4 main ones. Right now, Jang, the catcher again, he's $12 on FanDuel. It's definitely cheap for how much upside that he has. Or Yang, $12 too cheap. In the outfield, Altair is also cheap. If he's in there at $13 or $12 for him, you have Sungbum Na is at $11. So those two are going to be guys that I won't have a lot of interest in. And then in the infield, you have $14 for Jamie Romack. Is nice and cheap with a tremendous matchup for him. So those are the 4 guys that I like a lot on FanDuel. So that's the breakdown for this Saturday slate. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Drop a like if you enjoyed, and good luck tonight.